Okay. Josh from MetalNerd here, speaking with Yashira here at Welcome to Rockville. So, how's everybody doing?
Doing fantastic. Really can't complain. Hot. Actually, I can complain about that, but other than that, we're good.
Definitely doing good. Excited to be here in general, so it's awesome.
Yeah, man, doing great. Good and hot. Good and hot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the shade feels nice.
Yeah, not too bad in here. Yeah.
It's like, for you guys to be saying that it's hot, that says a lot. I mean, you guys are from here.
Yeah, I mean, we've been around a lot lately, more up north, so it's been colder. So to come back home, we came back home like at the beginning of this week. So getting adjusted to even our own home temperature is a little strange. So.
It's the humidity that really kills it for me. Not the hot, it's the humidity.
Yeah, I feel like feel it.
Yeah. You walk outside, you're not even sweating, but you're sweating. Yeah, it's just
Humidity and then the sun on top of that. It's like, dude, fuck off, man. You know?
Now, those are the two worst things. I think is you have the dry heat. Have you ever been to like the desert?
Yeah.
I haven't personally.
It's dry as fuck. I know what you're talking about.
If you ever go to Arizona, there was this one time that I was traveling with some friends to Ozfest. We were picking up a friend in Arizona. We get out of the vehicle. It's nighttime, dark, but you're still feeling that heat come off of the concrete.
Wow.
It's rough.
That's crazy.
Let's get to some questions.
Sick.
Let's do it.
About it.
So, thoughts you guys said. You guys really intense out there.
Awesome.
Really good show.
Thank you.
Thanks for checking us out. That's really cool.
Yeah, I definitely want to check you guys out before. You guys This is your first major festival?
It is. This is definitely the first one we've done. Hopefully not the last. I don't know if I think we made a good impression, but you never really know. So hopefully they'll have us back. I'm sure they will.
Dude, we had a great time. I mean, we can't really ask for a much better opportunity to be here, you know? We got the opportunity because our guitar player, Connor, did the artwork for Danny Wimmer Presents an event called Aftershock in California. So they put us on the fest, and we're very grateful to be where we are.
Awesome. Are you guys going to be here all 3 days?
I will be.
Yeah. We won't be. We'll be recording actually some new stuff. So
For the band or for?
yeah, for the band. Yeah. So keeping that under wraps for now, but
Yeah, I'll be doing that.
yeah.
So what are you guys excited to see?
Oh, well, I'll be working tomorrow here, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to see some of Baroness, because when I saw that Baroness was playing in Jacksonville, I was just so extremely excited, because we've seen them one time, but it was in Gainesville, and it was a tiny, tiny venue, so it was just really packed, but they were just amazing. It was like right when Purple came out, so they were really good, but I would love to see them now, because I'm just like insanely about Baroness. Other than that, Queens of the Stone Age, Quicksand, I mean, there's a ton of bands. Foo Fighters, can't even believe I forgot that, you know. Even Billy Idol, I'm pretty excited about. You know, it's just a rockin' lineup, dude. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, hopefully I can catch those bands, but who knows.
I definitely want to go see Foo Fighters. Never seen them before, so I'm definitely going to be sticking around for that one.
Shit's gonna be crazy.
Are you guys looking forward to anybody or anybody that you already saw?
I was looking really forward to seeing He Is Legend, and we did watch them, and that band is something, man. They've been doing it for a really long time, and just to kind of watch them kill it as much as they have been lately, it's refreshing to see, you know. I think that band deserves a lot more recognition than they have.
Let's see. So you guys actually stand out quite a bit from everybody else.
We've been told that,
We've
yeah.
gotten that.
A little bit.
Like, you're definitely on the heavier end. Like, what drove you guys to play the style that you guys play? Like what about that?
Playing this fest?
No.
This style of music.
The style that you guys play. What inspired?
What we like, you know. I mean, we all listen to a lot of different stuff. We go to like all the opposite ends of the spectrum. But our one common thing that we do is like listening to heavier bands, like Neurosis and Converge, you know, stuff like that. Mastodon, you know, the essentials. We think.
Yeah, the classics, if you will, and also weed.
Yeah.
It's a part of it, you know.
Really inspires those slow riffs.
Yeah, man.
I don't think we've ever written a song not high. So.
Very
At some point, you know. Yeah.
Do you think at any point you'll ever like veer from the style and experiment a little bit more?
I know we've thought about going, post at times, and we have in some of our stuff, but like really we don't have a set agenda of like we need to do this. It's just whatever song comes up next, and usually we've been pretty intense when writing, so it turns out intense, and we're all about it usually. So it just works out.
As it is, we already don't have one set style. We like to experiment with many different styles and sounds within single songs. So we won't really be deviating from much. We'll just be covering more ground as we go on.
Yeah, just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, for sure. Always flow.
Seems like the best formula overall.
And when did you decide that music was the thing that you wanted to do?
I mean, I was like,
Yeah, we were all pretty young.
9 years old,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And to be on a fest like this, we're meeting people that we have been listening to since like back then when we first started it, and it's like, I don't know, man, it's just surreal. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, the industry is way different from what it used to be. Like, it's not like record sales don't cut it anymore unless you're just like this huge act. Do you guys have any other projects, or what do you guys
Like
do on the
bands?
side? Like, yeah, bands, or do you have like a job or anything?
I have a pretty cool job. It's not really a job. It's more so just a volunteer thing. Working with a local record label in Jacksonville called Southern Druid. And, we have a bunch of records already out, putting out more records. And we also book a ton of, like, local and regional acts at, like, local venues in Jacksonville, touring bands. We always bring touring bands through. So that's like a really cool thing that I'm a part of, but none of us are really, or I guess I can't speak for them, but speak for myself. I'm not really in any other bands or anything like that. Stay busy doing other shit, like working 9 to 5s, that bullshit.
What about you guys?
I do art a lot of the time of my day, so I find ways to work late at night and like just grind on personal work. I do a lot of commission stuff. I've been doing more band stuff recently. I've been doing event flyers for years now. Like Dylan said, I just did Aftershock for this year's edition, and then I'm doing a couple other things. I do Wormfest in Jacksonville. I've been doing that for 5 years, so yeah, I just love art. That's like my main outlet. Otherwise, I live, pretty normal life, honestly. So, nothing crazy.
You guys, anything else on the side?
I mean, this is my thing. Yashira is my thing.
It's my main thing.
Yeah. Other than that, just working,
Yeah.
Working so that we can fund touring and go out, and this is what we love to do,
Yeah. Everything we do always comes back to, what can take us farther on the road and like make us more successful down the line. So everything we're working for now is essentially for the goal of Yashira, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you guys just had your debut, right? Shrine dropped a couple weeks ago. It's been getting like a pretty good reception. Everything I've read, they give you guys props. Like, how does it feel to know that everyone's digging what you guys are doing?
Honestly, I mean, it feels crazy. You never know what to expect whenever you're about to put out a record. You don't know how people are going to receive it, and overall reception as a whole is it's hard to gauge. But I haven't really heard much bad about it. So we couldn't be more happy with that.
It's funny. I'm still waiting on that solid 6 or 7. I'm still waiting on it.
That's how we feel like it is.
Or someone to just like hate it. I don't know. I just want to see the criticism on it. But
Right.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's great. I love it. I'm happy people can relate to it. Like,
What's your favorite song to play live?
Now, playing live, that's a whole different story. I can tell you what my favorite song on the album is. However, I don't think that that's a good question to answer, so we could maybe save that for another time. But live, I don't even know, dude. They're all so fun to play live. It's really hard.
I'd have to give it Ignis live. We've been playing that song for such a long time. It's like the 3rd song we ever wrote as a band.
Yeah.
It's the last song on the record. And I don't know, it just somehow always finds its way into our set because it just feels like it should be there, So
Right.
I would definitely give that one my vote.
I mean, live, I would probably go Ignis. I think on record, I don't know, it's a toss-up. I like Shrine a lot, dude.
I really think
Like, it's such a unique track in that it's just, I don't know, it seems like a journey, and it's literally point A to point B. It's not like a bunch of ventures and coming back to a thing. It's just, you're just going, you know?
It seems to like bridge a gap
Yeah.
between the softer, like a softer song and then a heavier song on the record. You know, it just kind of just fit into that spot like it should have, which is nice. You know,
Yeah, I definitely like that intro. It's like it's a little quieter, and then it kind of builds up from there, and it's a nice little like calm. It brings it down from all the heavy. It's like,
That's cool,
Yeah. And then it caves your chest in at the end of it. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then beats it to a pulp with Surmise.
a pulp.
So you guys recently signed with Good Fight Music, and that's who put out the record. Were you guys looking to get signed, or did they approach you guys?
We were looking to get signed. We worked with our manager Will Putnam, and he was working very hard to get the record in the hands of people who really wanted to do something with it. And with the options that we were given, we felt like Good Fight was the best home. They've been nothing but helpful throughout the entire process. They very obviously want us to be a part of the family, So it's really nice and it's refreshing that, because we're all new to the industry as a whole. So for us to come into it with a label that is so personable, it's nice, knowing that not everybody's just out there to get you,
And the roster's awesome.
Yeah.
Home Record just put out the album yesterday. Yeah. So
Hell is here now, dude.
So good. Hell is literally here now. Yeah,
It's here.
It's there.
It's here in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
It's definitely one that I need to go back and check out. I've heard a couple of the songs, like really awesome.
So solid.
Yeah.
Great guys too. Great guys.
Yeah.
So what lyrical themes did you explore on the album?
I'd say it was a little more, I guess intrinsic would apply. It's more inward looking as opposed to like a global theme or message like for everyone to interpret. It's kind of left to your interpretation, but I draw a lot from just like my own personal struggles with like, I don't know, sometimes whether it's like mental pain or like impatience, like temper, seeing stuff on the news, like, I mean, just all the regular shit that affects you, but it's sort of done in an obscure way, I think, that makes it feel, I don't know, sort of out there. It stands out, I think, and it gives another perspective to what people are experiencing, so.
Yeah, so more along the lines of, let me kind of shroud it in mystery, so it means something to me, but then when you read the lyrics, it means something completely different to you.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
As a whole.
To leave it open to interpretation, so just for that very reason, because like it could mean something to us, but if we tell you that kind of ruins the fun and like listening to the song and like figuring out your own meaning for it, you know what I mean? So yeah, we don't have like none of our songs are super specific with like what we're talking about.
Right.
So I don't know. There's a lot of room to just interpret it how you want to, really.
Definitely not a concept album. We're not there yet.
Soon.
Maybe. We'll see.
So you guys split the vocal duties. Do you guys decide like who does what, or is it just kind of like?
Honestly, demoing out our vocals is the longest part of our writing process. It's the last thing that we do to any song, and it is just torturous sometimes, but it pays off. We think it's like very effective in kind of wowing everybody. Everybody. For us to be up front with three people that know how to do what we do, I think it's we're blessed with that.
Also, not having to deal with a like actual frontman singer, that is it's amazing, dude, because they're no fun to deal with. You know what I mean?
You guys like get that? You split that.
Yeah.
Instead of having that, like with what is it, like the frontman syndrome or whatever they call it.
Yeah, we got front men syndrome. Yes. Yes, we split it 3 ways. Yeah, it's very hot, very erotic.
So how did you mentioned that Will Putnam, he's the one that he mixed and mastered the record. How did he get involved with you guys?
Well, we won a contest through Converse called Converse Rubber Tracks, excuse me. And then they sent us to Brooklyn to record a song with him back in 2016. Yep. Yeah, we recorded Surmise with him there at that studio. And honestly, we came home. I mentioned something online about our record being almost done from us tracking it, and he hit me up, and he's been a part of it ever since. He's been truly helpful through every step of the way, but he's definitely wanted his hand in on it the moment he heard it. We kind of clicked with him really well, and we still do. I talk to him every day. Great guy.
You guys,
Our guardian angel.
Yeah. Literally.
Our godfather.
Yeah.
and you guys actually wrapped up a tour last week with Fit for an Autopsy. Like, how did that go? Because I mean, they're like, your styles are pretty different.
Yeah, yeah. It was a really cool tour because we wouldn't typically play with a band like that, but it was just awesome going out there playing mostly cities that we haven't played in before, like majority of cities we've never even stepped foot in before, and like having us to open up the tour was just really cool because it kind of felt like it was like us standing out, sort of, you know what I mean? Like fans that were expecting Fit for an Autopsy, hearing us, it was like a wow moment, or that's how it felt. I'm not saying that we were super crazy on it or anything, but like it seemed like people were truly interested because it was something out of left field, So that was a really cool aspect.
We also felt as though those guys kind of showed us the ropes. We haven't been on tours that legitimate yet, So for us to go out with them and then be as helpful as they were to showing us exactly how it works, how to be a disciplined band, being on time to shows and stuff like that, and, just pulling your weight, It was nice to get that lesson from them.
How great was The Great Collapse, by the way?
What a great record, man. It's awesome. Great record.
Yeah.
Production
It's just,
on it.
yeah, the production mainly.
And the riffs.
Yeah, serious soloing, just like live when they play, like the songs they do, it definitely comes through in like a live setting really well for what you would think.
It's thick.
Yeah, it sounds so perfect on record, so it's like, okay, how's it gonna sound? And then like the right amount of bass, their drummer's awesome. They played with the fill-in though while we were touring with them, but he was still sick. His name's Davier. He's in a band I can't remember right now, but
Garage Theory.
Garage Theory.
Yes.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, super nice dude though. Yeah. So it was just a great time, Got to learn some stuff from him. So different crowd.
And, so what do you guys have next? You guys are working on a new record, or is it an EP, or?
We have some plans under wraps right now that we're not allowed to talk about yet, but we are very excited for. We're working on that throughout the next month, other than our CD release show, which is on May 12th. Our record was released on April 13th, so we know we're a little late, but we toured right around it, so we wanted to have a celebration in Jacksonville, But other than that, we are going to be writing our next record. We're putting the pedal to the metal on that,
Touring. Tour.
Yep.
Not stopping, not slowing down.
Definitely.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
Right.
as much as we can.
Exactly.
What records are you looking forward to this year, or that have already come out?
I'm waiting on that new Sumac. I don't know where it's at though. I've heard one new song online and she was crazy.
Number
So
one fan. I need to hear the new Yob record. That single that they just released, The Screen, I believe it's
the
called.
Screen. This shit's punishing.
Absolutely punishing. I can't even describe how that song made me feel the first time I heard it. So I'm really excited about
And
it.
it was really awesome because it's like right in line with like the last shit they put out. Like they didn't really change that much. It's just awesome shit, dude. It's really awesome shit.
Anything you're looking forward to?
Another album that just dropped is The Armed. They put out a new album that has the drummer from Converge playing on it. It's really fucking sick. It's like,
Crazy.
yeah, yeah. It's like
It's the craziest record ever.
it's like super like synthy, but also metal and punk. It's like a culmination of so much different shit, dude. It's awesome. Check it out. Check it out.
You got anything?
Not really. I mean, Kanye's producing the new Pusha T. That'll be dope. That'll be cool. I mean, Kanye's kind of off the rails, really off the rails, but.
Like he put out some new song recently. I saw like something on the news about that.
He's just goof. Yeah, he's a goofball right now.
He's doing what he needs to do to make people talk about him.
Yeah, I don't want to talk politics, but
I'm on that guy. You know, I'm on him. I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I see you, Kanye.
Another album that came out this year that's really fucking awesome. We've all been jamming it. Is from this band from Florida called Centuries. It's called The Lights of This Earth Are Blinding. It's on Southern Lord. It's fucking sick, dude. Check that shit out.
Definitely.
Actually, Portrayal of Guilt just put out that split with Street Sex too. That shit's dope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said they were recording a new record for this year too. So I'd be looking forward to that. There's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot. We are all massive music fans, so it's really hard to just like sit here and talk about one
top of our
record.
head too. Yeah.
There's a band from Brooklyn called Wreath of Tongues. Everyone should check out. They have a new album coming out later this year. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I don't know. We can go on all day, literally, dude. Like,
We could probably sit here for days.
now that we've uncorked it, it's like, yeah, we could talk for hours, dude. Literally.
Yeah, it's like, well, there's this, there's that. It's like there's like 10 albums drop every week.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that Sleep record that just dropped is fucking
Yeah, that's
sick.
just like surprise.
A week ago, yeah.
Portal record.
Oh, Portal, yeah.
That's the craziest record I've ever heard. That's straight up the most insane record I have ever heard. No doubt.
Dude, there's a lot. There's a lot. I don't know. Could go on all day, like I said, but
Yeah.
we'll spare you that.
Yeah, we'll get to
Well,
it.
we'll continue. Save it for another time.
Yeah, another time. Next Rockville.
If you could tour with any one band, who would it be?
Can I start this one? Converge. Yes.
I'll do what I did in the last interview, Neurosis.
Mastodon. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, it's so fitting, we feel. It just needs to happen, you know what I mean? Make it happen. It does. Make it happen.
Behemoth.
Oh,
Nurgle, please. Inferno. I got you every night, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, that would be sick. Oh, yeah. Behemoth did the live version of The Satanist. That's really fucking good. Just came out.
It's like a must hear. It sounds
Dude.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
better than the studio version.
It just sounds
It's
pristine.
just crazy good.
And then you hear the crowd cheer. It's like, holy shit! Like, they
Oh,
fucking
this
did
is
that.
live.
Yeah,
That's what's up. Okay.
That band has just stretched the boundaries of extreme metal to just limitless possibilities, man. They're just such a good band.
Yeah.
It took me a bit to warm up to the Satanist, but then I listened to it and like I really like took it in, and it's just like this thing crushes. It's just like on every level. And if you read some of the lyrics, it's just like, my God.
Yeah,
It's like, what?
It's like a piece of art in its own way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
The album's perfect. It's awesome.
the record before that, Evangelion.
Yeah.
That record was good. Don't get me wrong. It's super metal, but they touched on different stuff with the Satanists that I feel like needed to happen in order for them to
it's like they
continue to
went
be
more
as fresh as
complex,
they were.
you know?
Yeah.
They thought deeper about it.
It's simpler though.
Right,
It's
right.
a
It
simpler
has
record,
like
but
almost
it's like
rock vibes, but then it's like fucking driving, you know? Like,
It seems like a modern take on classic black metal, you know?
yeah.
Like
It does
almost like
seem
a classic, like old Gorgoroth type feel, but like with way better production. I don't know. You know, millions of dollars.
That'll do it.
I don't think it costs millions. No
Tens
way.
of thousands.
Yeah. Up there.
Something like that.
10 times what our albums cost.
Yes, at least.
That's accurate.
Yeah. Either way.
I think that's about it. Any last words? Anything?
We'd just like to say thank you to Danny Wimmer for having us on. Thank you to Good Fight, Will, Carl, Rick. So many people to thank, you know what I mean? There's too many to thank. Mikey, you know what I mean? There's so many people to thank, and just throw a blanket over it. Thank you to everyone who's helped us out and supported us.
Check out our new album, Shrine, that came out on April 13th through Good Fight Music.
Morgan?
Yeah.
You're good? Yeah.
Dude, thanks so much.
Appreciate the interview, man.
It was great having you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you from Florida?